Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we'll continue with the exercise 2.4. Earlier we had done 4 questions, now today we'll start with the 5th one. So the 5th question, it says Shobo's mother's present age is 6 times Shobo's present age. The present age of Shobo's mother is 6 times the present age of Shobo. Shobo's age 5 years from now, 5 years from now means after 5 years, will be 1/3 of his mother's present age. So after 5 years, what will happen? Shobo's age will become 1/3 the age of his mother. What are their present ages? So you have to tell what is the present ages. So let us take the present ages. Now because we are given the comparison of Shobo's mother's age and Shobo's age, it is told that mother's age is 6 times Shobo's age. So let Shobo's present age, let us take the present age as x. If Shobo's present age is x, then mother's age, and that too present age, mother's present age will become 6x. Okay, this is the comparison given in the first statement. So according to that, if you take the Shobo's present age as x, then present age of mother will become 6x. Now Shobo's age 5 years from now. 5 years from now means after 5 years. So if present age is x, then after 5 years, what will be his age? His age will become x plus 5. You will add 5 in that. So after 5 years, age will be 1/3 of his mother's present age. Shobo's 5 years after age is 1/3 of his mother's present age. So what is mother's present age? It is 6x and it will be 1/3 of that 6x. So 1/3 multiply 6x. So this is the equation which you get. Solve this. Now 1/3 of 6x means you will simplify it and you get x plus 5 equals to 2x. So here let's have 5 on this side only, and this x, let us transpose it to the other side. It will become 2x minus x. Now what is 2x minus x? It is 5. So 5 equals to x or x equals to 5. So if the value of x is 5, then what are their present ages? There means Shobo's present age and mother's present age. So therefore Shobo's present age, it becomes 5 years and mother's present age will be 6x. So it is 6 multiply 5. It becomes 30 years. So these are the ages. Now question number 6. Question 6 says there is a narrow rectangular plot. What is it? There is a narrow rectangular plot. So you have a rectangular plot which is reserved for a school in Moholi village. There is a village Moholi. In that school, in that village, there is a rectangular plot which is reserved for school. The length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio 11:4. These are the ratios given. At the rate of rupees 100 per meter, it will cost the village panchayat rupees 75,000 to fence the plot. Now fence the plot means to create the boundary on its outer part. Okay, so fencing is to create a boundary there, to put up a boundary, to build a boundary. So in that case, to build up the boundary, the panchayat has to spend 75,000 rupees. And at what rate? Rupees 100 per meter. You have to tell what are the dimensions of the plot. Dimensions means the length and breadth of the plot. So what is given to us? We are given that the length and breadth, they are in the ratio 11:4. So we will consider it, let length of plot equals to 11x, we'll take it as 11x, and breadth of plot equals to 4x. These are the length and breadth which we are going to take. Now next, what is given to us? At rate of rupees 100 per meter, total cost is rupees 75,000. 1 meter fencing costs you rupees 100 and the total cost is 7,500. Then total length fenced. Total length fenced means the total length where fencing is done. You can write it like this: fencing done. So how much length or how many meters the fencing is done? What we will do? We will divide the total cost by cost per meter. So on dividing this, you get 750 meter. So this is the total length where the fencing is done. Now we have a rectangular plot and we want to fence it. It means what you are calculating? You are calculating the perimeter of this plot. So this 750, if suppose you start from here, start the fencing doing it from this part, then you will go here and you will come back here. So this total length is 750. It means, what is this 750 now? It is the perimeter of plot. So you get the perimeter of plot as 750 meter. And what is the perimeter actually of a rectangular? It is 2 multiply L plus B. So 2 multiply L plus B equals to 750, where L is the length taken as 11x, B is the breadth taken as 4x. So it is 2 multiply 11x plus 4x equals to 750. Now what is 11 plus 4? 15. So 2 multiply 15x equals to 750. That is 30x equals to 750. And x equals to 750 upon 30. So 750, when it is divided by 30, you get 25. The 0 and 0 will be cancelled and 325 times is 75. So this is the value of x. Now we need the dimensions. Dimensions in the sense the length and breadth. So therefore length of plot equals to 11x it is. So 11 multiply 25 and 11 multiply 25 gives you 275 meters, and the breadth of plot. So breadth is 4x, that is 4 multiply 25, it is 100 meter. So these are the two dimensions of the plot. Length is 275 meter and the breadth is 100 meter. Now let's move towards question number 7. Now question number 7, it says Hassan buys two kinds of cloth materials for school uniform. So Hassan has brought cloth material for school uniform, and he is buying two kinds of the cloth material. One is shirt material that costs him rupees 50 per meter. So this is the cost of shirt material, and trouser material is there that costs him rupees 90 per meter. So here cost of shirt material, it is rupees 50 per meter, and cost of trouser material, it is rupees 90 per meter. So these are the two types of cloths he has purchased, and these are the cost. Now for every 3 meters of shirt material, he buys 2 meters of trouser material. This means shirt material, if he is buying 3 meters, for that he will buy 2 meters of trouser material. And if he buys 6 meters of shirt material, he will buy 4 meters of trouser. If he buys 9 meters of shirt material, then he will be buying 6 meters of trouser material. Means the ratio of the shirt material cloth and the trouser material, the ratio of these two is 3:2. Okay, so let shirt material brought, say the total shirt material bought, if you take it as 3x, then trouser material bought, this will be 2x, because we are given the ratio. The ratio, they have explained it in another way. They are saying that for every 3 meters of shirt material, he buys 2 meters of trouser material. So in simple sense, it is the ratio of the shirt material and the trouser material. Now he sells the materials at 12% and 10% profit respectively. Now what he does, he is selling the materials at 12% and 10% profit respectively. Now in this, see here, from the beginning they are giving you shirt material at the first. Even if you see the cost, shirt material is given first, trouser is given afterwards, and even in the ratio, if you see 3 meters of shirt material, here again shirt material is given first and trouser material is given afterwards. So the profit which he is earning, that will also be in the same way. 12% he is earning in the shirt material and 10% he is earning on the trouser material. Okay, so these are the profits he is selling at, and his total sale is 36,600. This is the total sale. You have to tell how much trouser material did he buy. So let us do it step by step. Total sale is given to us. Now we have the total materials. We know the cost of the materials. Therefore, cost price of shirt material. Now what is the cost price of shirt material? The total shirt material is 3x and the cost per meter is rupees 50. So it is 150x. This is the total cost price of the shirt material. Now this shirt material, it is being sold at a profit of 12%. So profit on shirt material, it is given to you as 12%. So that is 12% of 150x, and 12% of 150x means 12 upon 100 multiply 150x. Simplify this, 0 cancelled out, 5 3 times 15, 5 2 times 10, and this, and you get it as 18x. So 18x is the profit. This is the cost price. Therefore, selling price of shirt material, that will be 150x plus 18x, that is rupees 168x. This is the total selling price of shirt material. Now similarly we will calculate the selling price of the trouser material also. Now also cost price of trouser material. Now here the trouser material, how much it is purchased? 2x. Cost is rupees 90. So it is 2x multiply 90 giving you 180x. This is the cost price of the trouser material. And profit on trouser material, profit on trouser material is 10%. So 10% of 180x. So 10% of 180x, it is 10 upon 100 multiply 180x, and if you simplify this, again you get it as 18x. Therefore, the selling price of trouser material. Now when the total selling price is calculated, it is 180x plus 18x, that is rupees 198x. 198x is the total selling price. Now this is the selling price of trouser material. This is the selling price of shirt material, and we have been given that total sale is rupees 36,600. Now this is the total sale. So total sale in the sense, it is the sum of sale of shirt material and the sum of the sale of trouser material. So adding these two selling prices, we get total of 36,600. So this is 168x plus 198x equals to 36,600. And if you solve this now, this if you see here, it is 366x equals to 36,600. So what is x equals to? 36,600 divided by 366, you get x equals to 100. Now what was the question? Question was you have to find the trouser material he has to buy. So how much trouser material he brought? He brought 2x. So trouser material brought therefore trouser material bought is 2 multiply 100, and 2 multiply 100 means 200 meter. So he brought 200 meters of trouser material. So this was the question. And if they had asked you what is the shirt material brought, then shirt material brought is 3 multiply x, that is 300 meters. but you are asked only the trouser material, so this is enough for it. Now let's move towards the next question. Now question number 8, it says half of a herd of deer are grazing in the field and 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. The rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the herd. So herd of deer means it is a group of deers. There are deers in a group, that is known as herd of deer. So half of them are grazing in the field. Whatever the total number is there, out of that half is grazing in the field, and 3/4 of the remaining. It is 3/4 of remaining, not 3/4 of the total, but it is 3/4 of the remaining. They are playing nearby, jumping, running and all. The rest 9, remaining 9, they are drinking water from the pond. You have to find the number of deers in the herd. So let number of deer be taken as x. If you take the number of deer as x, then deers grazing in the field. How many? Half of the herd. So half of the herd means x upon 2. Then playing nearby, so deers playing, it is 3/4 of the remaining. Of the remaining means out of the total, removing these x upon 2. From total, remove this x upon 2, and whatever is left, that 3/4 you have to calculate. So x minus x upon 2 will give you x upon 2 only, because half if you remove, half are left. So 3/4 multiply x upon 2, which is 3x upon 8. So these many deers they are playing, and deers drinking water. There are 9 in total. There are 9 deers which are drinking water. Now you have to find the total. So there is a relation now, that total number of deers will be equal to the deers grazing in the field, deers playing and deers drinking water. So here form an equation, and the equation which you are going to calculate, that will become x, that is total number, equals to x upon 2 plus 3x upon 8 and plus 9. Now you need to solve this. So either best thing is bring the variables to one side. You will write it as x minus x upon 2 minus 3x upon 8 equals to 9, and taking the LCM, solve these. So LCM of 1, 2 and 8 will be 8. 8 divided by 1 is 8, multiply x gives you 8x, minus 8 divided by 2 is 4, so here it is 4x, and here it is minus 3x equals to 9. So 8x minus 4x is 4x, 4x minus 3x gives you x, so x upon 8 equals to 9. Now if x upon 8 is 9, it means x equals to 9 multiply 8, that is 72. So we get the value of x as 72. So we have to find the number of deers in the herd. Therefore number of deers is 72. So this is there which we have for today. There are 2 more questions left. We will continue it in the next video. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all. Jai Hind.